If you journal, I want to share 3 simple practices that can make journaling more meaningful. If you try it, it's going to be hard at first, possibly. What am I going to write about? What topic? You don't even have to have a topic. Just start writing. And once you start writing, the thoughts start coming. And it gets easier with each day. I've been doing it every day. And let me tell you, I have to stop myself. So I'm encouraging you. It could be a notebook, it could be a fancy journal. Just get started. And at the same time, give yourself grace. So I want to give you guys 3 things that I use. And hopefully this will be helpful. The first thing is have different journals for different topics. I got to a point where I thought, I don't want to have all this ranting and raving in my journals. I need to have something that's uplifting. And so I started having different journals for different topics. A gratitude journal, a journal for venting and processing emotions because that's important. When you have a venting journal, that's for you. It's a space where you can be honest with how you feel, who you don't like, what you don't like about that person, what is it that they do that hurts you. But if you dig in deep enough, you might find that it's really not that person. It may be something in them that makes you think of something that hurt you from years ago that may not have anything to do with that person. So be honest, okay? You have a gratitude journal. That's just kind of where you just go in and say things that you're thankful for. Maybe things that you're hopeful for. It could be a journal where you have goals for yourself. And this is one of my favorites right now for the season that I'm in. Reflection and growth journal. It's a journal where you go in and you reflect on things that you are working on. Maybe the growth that you see in your life, and just maybe some of the things that you are processing. If you're processing, like me, I'm processing through blocks, roadblocks, mind blocks, mental blocks. So I may write down some things that happened in childhood, and it's not to vent. This is just kind of saying, well, I did this when I was a child and this happened. So digging deeper, how does that affect me now in my life? And what can I do to work on that? So you just kind of digging deep in where you are now, not the venting. Venting is different. Venting is where you're just like, I hate this person, Okay, so those are like 3 things that I would say could be helpful. But be honest, no editing yourself. Don't worry about how it sounds. It does not have to be perfect. Do not pretend that you're okay when you're not okay. Write messy, write raw, write exactly what's on your heart. That's important. So it may take a minute. You may be a little superficial at first. That's okay. Start superficial. Start with the mask on, because you may not even know you have a mask on. But the more you write, the more you start to remove that mask bit by bit. So those are 3 things that really are helpful. Oh, and another thing, I don't know if I lost order, but one final thing I would say is date your journals. On the outside, like here's one of my journals. This one I started in 2025 as a book journal. As I was reading through a book, I was going to write, my thoughts on the book. Then 2025, later in the year, I was like, insights. I'm going to just write my insights in there. And then I ended with 2026, my morning pages, which filled this thing up. It's filled it up and I'm done. I just completed this. And I like to write the dates on the outside. And I started this one on August 22nd, 2024. And I just finished it today, March 8th, 2026. And you know what? When you're done journaling, I have 2 journals here. Here's another one I had. And what I was doing is I was writing in this journal. I would go through and read through my old journal. I was like, wow, wow, it's really insightful. Journal, even if you don't do it every day, because I don't. I go through seasons. I journal, then I stop, then I get back on. But I took a moment this morning and I held my journal close to me. I saw that I was finished with it. I had just written on the last page. There's no more left to do. Wrote on the last page. And I took a minute. I think this is important. This just happened intuitively. And I thought this is something I want to share because these are our words. These words are healing. It's celebration. There's insights. We read other people's memoirs. Even the Bible is full of prophet stories, parables, the lives of other people. But this right here, this is my story in my words, my pain, my insight, my growth. So take a minute when you're done and show gratitude. Hold your journal close to your heart. And I just did this and I thought, wow, it just felt good. Thank you. These are my words. This is my story. When you write in your journal, that's your story, your pain, your growth. So take a minute to say thank you. Thank you. I appreciate these words. This is my life. These are my words. And just breathe it in. This is my story. This is mine. This is one thing that belongs to me, my words, my experience. Thank you. Thank you. So show gratitude for your journals, for your entries, for the time, for your words. This is your story. So I want to end this by just saying, just start. Journaling does not have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be neat and perfectly written. Let it be messy. Just start where you are. Give yourself grace. If you miss a day, if you miss a month, if you miss a year, you can always start again. And let life love you through your words, through the insights, through the healings. There's just so many ways that life can love you through journaling. I want to say thank you for spending this time with me. Have a wonderful day and let life love you through your words. Take care. See you soon. Bye.